How is it that you Gentiles are wrong about everything? You are wrong about who the people are. You're wrong about what happened to the people that the Bible is talking about. You're wrong about there's going to be an antichrist in the future. You're wrong about, in fact, you won't even touch Revelation 6 and 8. You won't even talk about the fourth part. You're wrong about the three wise men not using what you would call magic and astronomy and astrology to find Yahushua when he was born. And in fact, the three wise men represent the three known parts at that time: Africa, Asia, right? Africa, Asia, and Europe. Which then goes right into what I've been telling you about the fourth part, which is talked about in Revelation 6 and 8, because that was America. How can I had a person talk about cursing on the music that I was playing, and how you're not a man of Yah if you're playing music that actually has curse words. How can you even fix your lips to even say something like that when your church, who, in church they try to portray themselves as this loving group of people, right? These group of people that just love, love, love. But who has killed more people than the Catholic Church, the Christian Church? How many children have you killed? You've been able to kill people for the last few hundred years with absolutely not having to pay for anything, with no justice for the people that you've wronged. But you fix your face to say something about some music and a couple of bad words when you can't even talk about your own history. Who's killed more people than the Catholic Church, the Christian Church? Islam is just an offshoot of the Catholic Church as well. So all of these churches have been doing nothing but killing the Most High's chosen people. But you still think that you can come onto someone else's channel and tell them, about, you said a couple of bad words. I might have said a couple of bad words, but I'm still nothing like your church, who portrays themselves as sheep, but are nothing but ravenous wolves. How can you talk about prophecies and end-day prophecies when you can't even get the people right in the Bible? Where's Ish? Where is Ish? Is Ish supposed to be the people? They're supposed to be the light of the world. How much light are they providing to the world right now? Besides asking for another check, what have they done to enlighten anyone in the world? What have they done to enlighten anyone as far as these last days? You're still pushing giving us a new name, even here in these last days. Now we're what? Foundational Black Americans? You see, how can you be wrong about absolutely everything and still walk around here prideful? You're walking around here as if somehow what you're saying is true, and everything that comes out of your mouth is wrong. You voted for Trump because you thought that he was going to be able to bring the good old days back. And within 40 days, many people are turning on him. Many people are turning on him. Okay? Why is that? Because he's not bringing the good old days, make America great again for the white people, like he did before. And see, when we talk to you Christians about history or the Bible that you say you love, you run. You get that blank look in your face. You have no, recourse. You have nothing to say as far as to pretty much bring anything that we're saying down. So we're telling you that our new year is coming up. You guys practice yours over there in January, but the real new year has to do with, something as simple as that. In the past, the new year was when it was equal day and equal night. And you guys can't even get that right. You can't even get something as simple as that. So if you can't get basic things right with the Bible, how can you walk around like you know so much when you have been the one that's hidden all of this history? You've hidden all the history of the things that you did when you got here. You hid the history of what the accomplishments of the people that were here before you. You've hidden all that. The Mexican president even is telling you now, because the Most High is making all these people start to tell truth, hey, when the Spaniards got here, they were so-called Negroes here. In 2025, we're now going to acknowledge that there were Afro-Indigenous people here. How can you just ignore a people for 500 years and then think that and just treat them horribly, steal everything from them, steal their identity. In fact, know that these were the original people here, hide all that, but then think that somehow the Most High is not going to make you pay. You and your churches and your countries have broken every single commandment. Everyone. Everyone. You coveted our lands. You coveted our positions. You've done that. And you think that the Most High is not going to make you pay for breaking His commandments? You've stolen everything from us. Right? You coveted. You murdered us. But you think that somehow the Most High is not going to make you pay for any of these things. Even though you go to Lamentations 5 and 7, it tells you that our fathers are not here. They're gone. So we have to pay for the sins of our fathers. Loosely translated. You can check it up yourself. So what makes you think that if we had to pay, that you don't have to pay? See, that's why you ignore us, because what we went through is too difficult for you to even acknowledge, because you know that that's what's waiting for you. But double is waiting for you. So all the horrible things that you saw happen to us and that you are quiet about, you know that double is coming for you and your children. And you're going to be coming back just like we did over and over again to experience this pain, this destruction. And even here in the last days, I mean, it just shows you that we are the light. We are bringing light to the world. And the fact that Ish is not bringing any light, every group that you keep on bringing out, the churches, no light, nothing. They can't even answer simple questions. I put out in my videos, I put out there that I challenge anyone to give us a breakdown of Revelation 6 and 8. Okay? Revelation 6 and 8, where it talks about the fourth part, the pale horse, and talks about, coming and bringing death with the animals. It's going to be the horses. It's going to be the horses, the dogs, right? You got the sword, Esau, right? And it's like you made a whole society that made them complicit with your lies. The whole society has been made to be complicit with your lies, not through love. You did not get people to follow you through love. You got them to follow you through fear, because you had the sword and you were not afraid to use it on anyone. And they're like, well, make sure that you just use it on those Negroes. Don't use it on us. We'll do whatever you want. We'll be a Catholic. We'll be a Christian. We'll be a Muslim. We'll be a Seventh-day Adventist. We'll be whatever. Just don't treat us like them. Let us be white. White, again, is not your skin color. Let us be elevated above the blacks. Let us be elevated above the Israelites. And see, we know it's not about, it's not always about skin color, because you allowed the Africans to be white. You allowed them to come in and get perks. You allowed them to be white, because there's a difference between us and them. That's how they come in and were able to get loans, right? To go to school. They were able to get loans for housing. They were allowed to get loans for businesses. So see, that's the white part. You are able to get elevated in a society, while we, the Negroes, so-called black people, were at the bottom of everyone. So that's why all these people were coming from Latin American countries, and they were able to get free apartments, free food, money for cars, money for this, money for that, because that was the final payout that they were going to be making. That was the final payout. That's why they were considered white. That's why they go to Catholic Church. That's why they serve white Jesus. That's why they don't like so-called black people, because we were at the time at the bottom. But that is no more. So we're waiting for videos to prove Revelation 6 and 8. You guys say you are the people. Where's Ish proving that? Where's Ish talking about how the fourth part, giving us explanation on the fourth part? They're supposedly the people of the book. These are their writings. If it's their writings, they should be able to explain it much better than I can, because they speak Hebrew, and they should be able to break down Deuteronomy 28. They should be able to break down Revelation 6 and 8. And we're still waiting. Just like we've been asking for, where does it say that Yahushua, or the Most High, said only 80 books, only 66 books? We're waiting for any of those videos. But I guess we'll have to continue to wait, because again, how can you be wrong about everything, but think the Most High is dealing with you? He's not. Shalom.